I have to get in frame.
Yeah, get in frame.
Oh, okay.
You're kind of in frame, but you also just look like a shadow.
Oh.
But we might still look like shadows. Because I took down the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah, you did.
It was March.
I liked it.
I guess we could always put it back up. But, yeah, or I should just figure out a different lighting. Oh, I could do this. Oh. I feel like a little goblin.
Maybe I can be like, maybe I'll suck at the beginning, but then once it gets going,
Get into the flow state?
perhaps, and then like we just start at the flow state.
Podcast
That's
flow
the beginning
state.
chunk.
Yes.
I feel like we entered flow state before.
Yeah, I think we have.
We really have.
Yeah.
We really have.
Okay, let's center ourselves and do our Hare Krishnas.
Yeah, I don't know what they say.
I don't know, they just do mantras.
Yeah.
But,
Well, hey, what's up?
What's up, bro? It's been a while.
Yeah, tell me, how are you?
I'm bloated.
You are bloated. I'm sorry.
It's fine, beer will help.
I like your shirt.
Is this working?
And
Why is
your
it
shorts?
Thanks.
You look cool.
Thanks, bro. I like your beanie. Remember when we were talking about beanies?
I do. Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
This is a cool hat.
Where did you get it?
Jatil left it.
Nice. Yeah.
So I was just like, all right,
It's yours now.
here we go.
Finders keepers.
Yeah, put it on my head.
Yeah. Jatil.
But it's chill. I got this in Hawaii, this shirt. MC Kenny J. Or J. Kinney?
J. Kinney?
I don't know.
MC Kinney?
Yeah.
What, is that a thrifted shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, how are the thrift stores in Hawaii?
I got many things.
Yeah? Did you get those pants too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Cords.
I got many things.
Mm-hmm.
There were some nice old things, clothes.
Yeah, I feel like when the old retirees die, the thrift stores get loaded up
They get
with some nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. Honestly, yeah, I bought a lot of things. Yeah. And then, I got kind of carried away, and I started buying, just random weird shit.
Like what?
This thing, it was, gray, and it was, long, almost like a dress. It was so long. But you, button it up. And it didn't have, a collar, and it was made of polyester. It was just shit, honestly.
Yeah, but he bought it.
Yeah, but then I got rid of it. There was, a rummage sale where they were selling, a ton of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, nothing was priced. They were just, give however much
just,
money
whatever.
you want. There's just a ton of fucking shit.
Mm.
And so then I was like, oh, okay. And so then I just got, a bunch of things. And then I kind of got rid of half of them.
How'd you get rid of them? You just donated again?
Well, my aunt also got carried away.
Oh, I see.
And got a bunch of shit, and so she was like, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to just go back there and just give it back. And so, yeah. So we both ended up doing that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some weird things, but...
I remember the one time I went to Hawaii when I was younger, I forgot all of my shirts at home.
I forgot shorts.
Yeah, I just didn't have any shirts, so we went to this one store, and they had scented t-shirts.
Oh.
So I got a chocolate-scented shirt, and it was my favorite. Yeah.
That's pretty strange.
It was awesome. And it kind of smelled like chocolate for, a good 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it smelled like chocolate for a while.
It was nice. It wasn't, an artificial, gross thing.
No, it was a pretty solid-smelling chocolate.
Like a Hershey.
Yeah, it smelled good. It smelled like cocoa. And it had, some type of funny, one of those, 2000s t-shirts that said something super witty and like silly. That just like
that's come back in vogue.
Gestured to everybody that I was funny. It has come back in vogue.
It's returned to vogue.
Yeah, like I paused my game to be here.
Yeah. Sarcastic comment loading. Something like that.
Well, I should have worn that one shirt. Maybe I'll wear it next episode.
Oh, the one you got?
The one that that says like I'm just a girl who loves anime and sketching.
Where'd that come from? Is that more recently bought?
Yeah, I got that at like Valley Village.
The Valley Village here has a lot of like really funny, bizarre shirts.
But it's so fucking overwhelming, dude.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
I don't want to look.
Oh yes, don't look.
Yeah, there's so much. That's a really big place.
Yeah, it's scary.
And there's so many of those shirts. And actually, so I got many thrifted things. And then I had a bunch of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Clothes that have been in my room that I never wear for like eternity. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, this is when I finally am purging.
I've been purging.
Yeah, to make room.
It feels
and so
nice.
I have like 4 stacks.
Yeah.
Of things, and I'll donate them.
Fuck yeah.
And get rid of them.
You could try to sell some stuff too at like Buffalo Exchange. Yeah.
Honestly, like no, like there's nothing cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know why they would want anything there. It's not vintage.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
It just sucks.
Basically, it's just like flannels. Like my parents would buy me like 2 like flannels like every year for like Christmas, and I'd be like, I don't need more of these. And it's not like they're cool. They're just like new kind of cheaply made flannels.
Yeah.
So there's like a bunch of those. And then there's kind of cheaply made jeans that like died after 1 year of wearing them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like a bunch of random shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Like ugly ass cargo shorts. So, yeah. I'm just like...
Nah, dude, you need to wear the cargo shorts.
No.
Why not, dude? They're sick.
I'm not inspired.
Well, you need like cargo shorts with a I paused my game to be here shirt. And then what would be some good shoes? Just sandals. Yeah,
well, my uniform for so long was just wearing like a cargo short or a jean. And then like a t-shirt. And then like maybe flannel. And that was all I knew.
Yeah.
But the t-shirts I got that I've been wearing forever, those are kind of awesome.
Those are awesome.
Some of them. Some of them. And those shirts are like dying.
Yeah.
They're like kind of becoming rags.
Yeah, with like holes in the armpits.
Yeah, they're getting pretty bad, but I think I'm just gonna keep wearing them until like it's impossible.
I have this one like shirt with like a cross. I bought it like old, and then I just like tried to like adjust it one day, and then it just like ripped down the entire back. So it's just got this big like cutout like in the center of my back. Which is kind of
fun. Do you wear it?
I'll wear it occasionally.
Yeah, like in summer.
Yeah.
That's kind of chill.
Yeah, it's sick because it just has like a cross, and then on the back it says like, I don't know, some Jesus shit.
Yeah.
And I call it my holy shirt.
That's good. No, I need to go to Valley Village again and drop off my things. I don't know how the coupons work. Cause you get credit.
You donate stuff, and then it's like a 20% discount.
I wonder, like every batch of donation, probably. Mm-hmm. So if I do just one batch, will I just get one coupon?
Yeah, so do it in multiple batches. So if you got like 4 big piles,
I don't care enough, actually.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you can only use like 1 coupon per purchase too.
Yeah, honestly.
They're on their bullshit.
Yeah. And it's cheap anyways.
Yeah.
What if the new pod is like, we literally talk about nothing?
We just talk about the most mundane stuff. Honestly. Like my day at work.
We could.
Or your day at school. What'd you learn at school today?
Ambient podcasting. That's like the genre we like really.
And then we need to put
make.
like a filter on it where it sounds like we're in the other room.
That's
you know
a
what
good
I'm talking
idea.
about?
Let's do something funny like that.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how to edit stuff properly. Because I'm too lazy.
Ambient podcasting.
Yeah, we're getting experimental.
Well, you gotta create your own lane.
Yeah, this is our lane. We're just talking mundane.
Talking about Value Village.
Donating clothes.
We should get even more mundane.
Okay, let's talk about
What's in your pockets?
Nothing. What's in yours?
Okay, let's go over it. Honestly, what if we did do just ambient podcasting?
That'd be
okay,
awesome.
so check it out.
Alright, you got your wallet?
I have my ID.
Okay, but what's your wallet? What kind of wallet do you have?
Ah, okay. This is good. It's so generic. I don't even know what this is.
It's like a nothing brand.
Tommy?
Oh, it's like a
Toomey? It's like
see.
Tubi Pubo.
Tubi, Pubo,
Toomey.
Mubi, Mubo.
But get this, bro.
Let's hear it, bro.
From the airport, I took a journey to get home from the airport. I don't know why I always struggle to get to and fro from the airport.
Yeah. Did you fly out of SeaTac?
No, I was literally just I came to the Bellingham airport.
Oh, did you... I remember that time you, like, walked home
Yeah,
from-
why did I do that?
Yeah, you could have just called me.
That was Well, I don't know why I have this complex. I could have just asked someone to pick me up, but I was like, I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm just like, I don't want to annoy anyone.
I don't think you would.
I know I wouldn't. But I was just like, I can't ask for help. And so I was like, alright, I'm gonna take the bus.
Yeah.
And then, like, right when I got off the plane, like, the bus left. Like, I went to check the bus, and it was like, oh, it's leaving. It left, like, 1 minute ago. Next bus comes in, like, 1 hour. And then, like, you have to ride it for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, there has to be a better way. And then I was like, well, I'm nearby Costco.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they probably have a bus stop. And then Costco was like, bus leaves in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked on Google Maps. It was a 40-minute walk.
Fuck.
So I was like, all right, let me speed walk. And then I just, like, for some reason, sped walk, just, like, with my giant-ass bag filled with clothes I just thrifted. It was, like, exploding with clothes.
Yeah.
And it was so heavy. And I was just, like, walking in these, like, back streets
Mm-hmm.
in northern Bellingham.
Yeah. Did you get there in time?
Yeah, but then it wasn't there. Or, I don't know, something went wrong. Like, I thought I got there. I don't fucking know. This is a really awesome story. Ambient podcasting. And so then, get this.
Okay, I'm listening.
I go to try to figure out the buses, because I was like, where is it?
Mm-hmm.
And then my phone died. And so I'm like, oh no! And I made sure not to, my phone was low battery, I made sure not to listen to music while I was walking, because I knew my phone would die, and then it just died anyways at like 8%. And then I was like, oh fuck. And then so I was like, well, we gotta adapt. And then there was a Fred Meyer,
Mm-hmm.
and so I went in there, there's a Starbucks.
Mm.
In the Fred Meyer, found an outlet, charged my phone. And I was like, alright, when's the next bus come? And then there was a bus that came in like 20 minutes or something. And so I got on that and I made it home. And it ended up taking 2 hours anyways. It was really dumb.
What was this on Sunday?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, you literally could have just called me. I'd be like, yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes.
I don't know. I got like fixated on the idea, and then I was like, I can do this.
I mean, you did do it. You did
it
do
was
it, but
really dumb.
at what cost?
I don't know. And then like problems came, and it made me more determined. And then it started raining.
Yeah, last time you walked home from the airport, it was raining the whole time.
Literally. No, I think it wasn't raining for the beginning part.
Okay.
And then I had like a giant bag. And then
Just
I was
stuffed of
I don't know why I did
fucking
that.
clothes.
Yeah, I don't know why. And then like it started raining and I was like, This is just making me more determined.
It was like God telling you that you can't or shouldn't do something, and you just like
I was like,
shaking your fist at the sky and say, "Watch me."
Well, then I got back. I think what happened was I got back, and then I feel like I ran into you before I even walked in, and I was like drenched. Or maybe that didn't happen.
Oh, the first time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
Did you see me?
Yeah.
And then you were like, what?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's fine.
That's when we were living at that like the house with the 6-bedroom house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just like walked in through the front door just soaked. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And you're like, that was also that was an interesting era for you.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
You would just like stay up till 4 a.m. and go to work at like 7. And then just clean the floor at like Whole Foods.
Yeah. Amen.
And then do drugs with
not that much.
No, you wouldn't do it that much.
Well, sometimes.
You had more experiences than
that is true.
Like you weren't doing it like all the time, but you did do it.
Sometimes I randomly would.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm just in Seattle doing acid."
It's true.
And our old buddy ran away is going to commit suicide. Because he's depressed.
Yeah, I'm so stupid. Yeah. That was kind of strange.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Well, okay, that was great.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so...
Oh, yeah, back to the wallet.
Ambient podcasting.
Yes, yeah.
So here's my ID.
Okay.
Take a look at that. I feel like I look weird.
No, you look good. You just look like... I don't know. You kind of look like kind of looks like your ears disappeared into the background.
Well, it kind of is. My ear was phasing out.
No, you are kind of like mogging in that, though.
I don't know. Fucking whatever. I don't want to look at this.
I'll show you my.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's look at each other's wallets.
All right, I got South Park wallet.
That's awesome.
Which is honestly kind of insane, because normally you just have like black leather wallet.
Yes, which is dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb. And I remember I was like, wait, why don't I just get like a fun wallet?
Cool wallet.
And I told that to my girlfriend, and she surprised me with a cool wallet. But anyways, here's my ID. Yeah,
let's take a look. You look awesome. You look cute.
Thanks.
When did you get this? 2023?
Yeah.
Bro.
I dressed up all fancy.
Yeah, you kind of look the same.
Here's this for, this was me in, what was this? 2018. That's my passport ID.
Holy cow. I'm just kidding.
Holy cow.
I just like to say holy cow.
Holy cow's good. Ay caramba.
Bro, yeah, dude. Younger you.
Little Al.
Little Al. Very nice.
I think I was just 20. Now I'm old.
Sorry. That was so gross. I don't know why. I always burp in the grossest way. It's just like natural for me to burp in the grossest. Like I've habituated.
Yeah. You practice burping in the grossest way.
Yeah, broping.
Fuck.
Broping?
Dude, I got a brope.
Hold on, but I forgot another point I wanted to make. Actually, so while I was on the bus coming back...
Yeah.
Bro, I was checking out this dude. I was checking out this dude, and I was like, he looks awesome. Like, I just liked his clothes.
Yeah.
I was like, he looks awesome. And then, something crazy happened.
Okay.
He popped out his wallet, and it was this, like, beautiful red, like, it was, like, alligator skin wallet, and I was like, damn! Like, they got nice wallets now? And I was like, fuck, mine sucks! I was like, my wallet sucks ass. I don't even have a cool wallet. And then I was thinking, like, when I got home, I was like, I should just find that exact one when he has and buy it.
Yeah.
So that was my idea.
You just Google, like, red alligator skin.
Bro, I was getting mugged. You know what else happened?
What?
I looked at his socks.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, damn, he's got cool socks too? I was like, I just got basic socks. Like,
what were his socks?
I don't know, they just had like designs and they were like they were like that, they're lavender.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, damn. Like, I have to level up. Like the things that you don't think about.
Yeah. Well, dude, I must say, you do kind of have like you do have a swag about you right now.
Right now?
Yeah, I feel like the only thing, I feel like if you had a hacky sack, your fit could be.
I look like a hacky sacker. Probably.
I think it's the beanie combo with the necklace.
This is literally a hacky sack. I know, I look kind of different today, but I was just like...
No, it's chill.
I was just like, I don't know what this vibe is, but it is...
It's
like,
a hacky sacker vibe.
It's something, but I'm gonna be it today.
It's kind of like, like 2000s, like, all-American university student who hacky sacks and guitars.
Just, God damn it.
Dude, you're such a broper.
Yeah, so that's my vibe.
Yeah, it's a good vibe, though.
I kind of feel like a fisherman.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's...
Where my rod at?
Wait, what?
Fishing rod.
Podcast, watch this rodcast.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's keep going through wallets. You do something.
I got a receipt from...
I would fucking have that.
Fucking Fred Meyer.
How old?
Probably not that old. February 24th, I got pretzels. Dots pretzels. And... What?
Dots. Wait,
Dots pretzels. I got beer.
They have pretzels? Like the candy Dots?
No, have you not had those?
God damn it. I don't Utz. Isn't Utz a
yeah, no.
Utz.
DOTS Dots. They're like little spiral pretzels. They're in like the big red bag.
And they're like pretty salty?
Yeah, they're like buttery.
Yeah. Why did I think it was called Utz?
Because that is a thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I might know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I got a library card.
Let me see that. Wow.
That's the pier.
I've been there
or the boardwalk.
Times. That's cool.
I've been there many a time.
I wish I had a library card.
You should get one. It's really easy.
My aunt was... I think I told you this. She was like, hey, can I use your library card to download music?
You did not tell me that.
Yeah, I don't know. But then I forgot to respond. And then I showed up to her house. And she's like, a library card? And I was like, oh. I don't have that.
Your aunt in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Damn. We could express ship my library card to her.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Whatever. Okay, so I have AAA. Do you know what this is?
Oh, AAA, yes. But in case the audience doesn't know what AAA is.
It's auto service, emergency roadside service.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're like car inept, like me,
yeah,
and you just don't,
you get into like another accident, or
not only do I not know how it works, but also like but like I'm a threat to the car.
You are.
Dude, I had to use this like a week ago.
Really?
I locked my keys in my car. I felt so stupid. I've done that 3 times. So.
I've done that one time where I was away from home, and then another time where I could just go get the spare key. So the second time wasn't that bad. But the first time, I got off work late at night, and I went to go cash my check at the Wells Fargo across the street. And I locked my phone and my car keys in my car.
But
and there was like one lady, I was like, hey, can I use your phone so I can like call my mom? And I had forgotten that my parents were busy that evening, so they were not picking up my phone calls because they had like some kind of meeting.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm fucked. And then this one lady was kind enough to let me use her AAA.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you only get so much with AAA.
Wait, she let you use Ah?
Yeah. What does AAA stand for?
I don't know. Maybe it says
Ass.
Auto.
Auto ass.
Association. Yeah, I think probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, I got an Amazon
next?
gift card. I don't know what to buy.
You can buy anything.
Yeah.
Well, you can only buy like $25 worth of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I could buy something approximately 25 and then
What have you thought of?
foot the bill of the rest.
True.
Well, I was like, I could buy a cool pair of earrings.
You could.
But then, like, the ones I wanted were, like, a little bit more.
Than you wanted to spend.
Huh?
A little bit more than what you wanted to spend.
I don't know. Also, like, I looked it up and they weren't on... I don't know, whatever. So, there's that. Fred Meyer, Costco.
Okay.
Oh, but...
Oh my god. Is that who I think it is?
Yeah.
He who shall not be named.
Let's finish up here. Let's wrap. We're reaching
let's
the end.
let's wrap up this.
Okay, debit
wallet.
card, my insurance. Ooh. So, what is this place called again?
Warn Again. I went there today
Oh, did you?
to see if I can find anything, and I didn't.
Dude, I almost kind of went... Well, I almost went to Valley Village. I almost also thrifted. Because I was like, donate stuff. Firehouse Cafe. I just got a free coffee.
Oh, nice.
And then I got my new punch card.
Nice.
So you can see that there's nothing there right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, that about wraps things up.
That's really enthralling.
Dude, I love ambient. Ambient podcasting might be the way to go. Like,
It's kind of nice.
it's kind of easy.
Yeah. We don't have to think about anything. We could just talk about the contents in our wallets.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, what's another nothing topic we can talk about? Oh, what did you have for dinner before you came up? When you came up?
We can just talk about anything. Okay, so I had so I had some chicken strips for $5.
That's in this economy. That's
not bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had 6 chicken strips, and I also got the ranch sides from Hagen. 2. And then I got a chocolate milk.
Old fashioned.
Yeah, it's more chocolatey.
Mm.
There are different variations of Dairy Gold. This one's more chocolatey. But it's actually just old fashioned. Whatever that means. Like, what? How does that
And how would you rate your dinner?
It was great. It was great. I really enjoyed it, honestly.
Running on empty food review.
Dude, that's nothing content. That is pure, and people watch it because it is pure nothingness.
Dude, I've watched it. It is pure nothing.
People want just nothing.
Dude, you know what I watched the other day that I'm kind of embarrassed by? Car detailing.
What even is that?
It's when you wash a car. They found this like really dirty ass car in a farm shed or whatever the fuck. And they just cleaned
satisfying?
it. Yeah, it was really satisfying. They used like power washers and foam.
Ooh,
and it was like 30 minutes. And it just...
You watched all of it?
I watched the whole thing, and then they showed like all the like all the angles and stuff. Like as soon as it was clean, I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I didn't even really care about like what it looked like. It was just the process.
Really made it.
It was like the journey that really spoke to me.
Well, have you seen this one video of like they pull up like this stuffed animal, like, or what do you call the squishmallow? I think it's like in the woods. It's like on the side of a train track. It's like covered in dirt, and then it's like cleaning, satisfying ASMR. They get like shampoo, like, and then they're like, and they just like put on like a ton of different like chemicals.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome.
And then they like hose it down, and you see like all the dirt come off.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
So good.
It just like tickles a part of the brain.
Yeah.
I like it. I might watch more content like that.
I used to like get pretty addicted to like satisfying videos where like people just like take goop and like I don't even know. They just like swirl it up.
Slime videos.
Or there's one where there's like people cutting like soap.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's awesome. What about the videos where they have like the industrial like
yeah.
and they like and then it's like a especially like gooey thing, and it like shoots up like little like Play-Doh.
Dude, yeah. I've really watched those.
Yeah, those are really good.
Why is it so like stimulating?
Dude, I have no fucking idea. Like, in what part of our evolution did we get to this point where we're just watching like
it doesn't make
an
sense.
industrial grade press just smash like
We're
shit?
trying to figure it out. Maybe like
no, that's too interesting. We just need to talk about the content itself. We can't analyze it.
But I have one thought.
Okay.
It's like maybe it's like humans like want to know what's inside of fruit, and so they like crush it. And so then you want to know.
I can tell you what's inside an orange.
Orange?
Yummies. And you know what's inside a banana?
Numbers.
Can
I vape?
Yes, bro.
Thanks.
You want? Oh, speaking of stuffed animals.
What other objects can we look at?
Bro, look at this object.
Where'd you get that?
Dude, I won it in a claw machine at 1UP in Fairhaven.
When?
Friday.
Dude.
Isn't that fucking awesome? Look, it's got like...
Can I pet him?
Yeah. Look, it's got like a little tooth. I think it's a defect in the stitching, but it looks like a tooth.
Dude, what if it's like super rare defect? Like, you know how...
It's like a collector's item?
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
It's like the Magic the Gathering cards where it's like a misprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and then it's like $10,000. But yeah, I won this. Isn't that awesome? I enjoy the tooth. Yeah. And then I also like its eyes, because its eyes aren't like embroidered on, they're just like fuzzy.
Yeah, and he has like kind of his nose is at an angle.
Yeah.
It's like when you look in the mirror too long, and you're like, oh, my like nose is slightly misshapen on one side.
Yeah.
And so it's relatable. I like that.
I think this is a rare defect one.
It's worth a lot.
Yeah.
It's like a cow, rainbow cow.
Oh! Oh, I thought it was AAA Global, but it's A&A Global.
Did you
Cockeysville, Maryland.
Yeah, that's where you're from.
You're from Poopsville.
Damn right.
Or no, you're from Burpsville.
Borp
City.
Dude, did you ever collect stuffed animals?
Yes, dude. I collected...
I guess you still kind of have.
Dude, I used to have so many more.
Same.
Wait, okay, can we speak on the What is mundanity a word?
Yeah, sure. The mundanity of it all.
Yeah, the mundanity of it all. Okay, did you collect stuffed animals?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Build-A-Bear?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I doubt I'm the only child that had this experience. Well, I had one of my favorite stuffed animal was a cow.
Moo.
It was a moo. I forget the name of the cow. But did you ever kiss your stuffed animals?
I don't think so.
I did.
Did you kiss them goodnight?
No, I would like practice kissing. I was like 8.
On your cow? Did you name it?
Yeah, I forget the name though.
Fuck.
But dude, okay, so I had the cow. I had a spider. That was pretty cool. I had I had Shamu.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, I had Shamu, which was pretty cool. It was like this big. And I had a lot.
Yeah.
I loved things as a child.
Oh yeah.
I'd always be like, I was so sinister. I'd know when my parents got paid, and on payday I'd be like, "Can I get a toy, please, pretty please? I need a toy."
Yeah.
My mom had like a Toyota, and I'd be like, "What's the first 3 letters of Toyota?" And she'd be like, "Toy," and I'd be like, "Yeah." She's like, "You want a toy?" I'm like, "Yes."
That's one way of doing it.
I was so sinister.
I would always like a toy yacht. That's Toyota backward. A toy yacht.
A toy yacht.
I would always read things backwards when I was younger.
I remember you would do that.
Yeah. It was fun.
What's Rainier backwards?
Rainier.
Oh, it's kind of like
Rainier.
kind of sounds the same.
It kind of does. But then I encountered a difficulty. Because, like, I would read it backwards, but then some people were able to pronounce it backwards, which is different from just reading it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rainier. I feel like that's, like, pronouncing it backwards. So then, like, if you flipped it, it would kind of sound like the original.
Yeah.
Then I was like, damn, am I doing it wrong?
I think you might have.
But because I saw on, like, the news when I was younger, it was like, incredible girl can speak words backwards. Whoa. And I was like, the fuck? I could do that.
Yeah, why aren't I on the news?
Yeah, I was like, the fuck? And so then I, like, practiced.
Rabkeeg.
Rabkeeg. Eslup.
Eslup. Noom. Atem.
Moon.
Metamoon.
Metamoon.
Moon Ateb.
What
Or
does that
Atem.
even mean? Metamoon. It's meta.
It's meta, dude.
I guess.
No one will ever know. It's charged with moon juice.
Matrix. Then, like, with X's, I would do, like, Zertam. Matrix. Zertam. But I would collect Ugly Dolls. Do you know Ugly Dolls?
It sounds familiar, but I can't picture it in my brain.
I was there at the beginning, though.
Yeah,
Ugly Dolls.
before it was cool.
Yeah. Like, when it first came out, there was only, like, 5. And then I got them, and it got bigger and bigger.
What about Funko Pop?
I'm glad I didn't get into that. That would have been bad. I got one, though, of a Fallout. Do you know the Death Claw?
The Death Claw. That's actually a cool one to get.
I got a Funko Pop Death Claw.
I got Luke Skywalker Funko Pop.
Is it awesome?
I don't know where it is. It's probably just like in the trash at this point.
Yeah, I never really know. I don't know anything about Star Wars.
No, me neither. I don't know why I got it.
Well,
I did when my. How old are you in 3rd grade? 7?
I was gonna guess like 10.
No, 10's
know.
like
Probably
5th or
like
6th.
7, yeah.
I think because if you're 5 in kindergarten, 6 in 1st. Oh wait, no, maybe you're like
freaking 8.
Freaking 8 years old.
Freaking 8.
Dude, that's when Revenge of the Sith came out. It hit the silver screen. I remember waiting in line at the local Regal Cinema in Cerritos, California, and I had a Star Wars themed birthday.
Wow.
And we had a bouncy castle.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it was really fun. I invited everybody from my class, and I invited this one girl that everyone made fun of, but I was sweet and kind, and I was like, it'd be the right thing to do. And I invited her. She gave me my present, and she saw the bouncy castle and screamed and ran all the way to the bouncy castle and immediately started jumping on it. Yeah. Kind of awesome to think about, that kind of joy.
Beautiful.
It was a beautiful...
And she just bounced, even though she had haters.
Yeah, she had haters, but she was free.
She was like, I'm just going to enjoy this moment. Because Al was nice and invited me.
Yeah.
Wonder what she's up to.
I don't know. I'm no saint, but...
You might be a saint.
Saint Al.
Saint Al.
Wait, we were never supposed to say what our names were. We were never going to introduce ourselves. I'll never tell.
Very secret.
Oh, well, you're going to have to promote this podcast episode because I swore off Instagram for Lent.
That's a good idea.
So you finally have to promote this fucking podcast.
Okay, I'll promote it. I'll promote it. Yeah.
I think this might be the most, you podcast. This episode specifically.
Ambient podcasting.
Ambient podcasting.
Yeah.
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 It's just something that you could put on while you're doing the dishes, while you're cleaning, vacuuming. Doing nothing, staring at the wall.
People need ambience.
Yeah.
Ambiance.
Mm-hmm. You can meditate to it. It's white noise. Basically, we're making white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's important, Brian Eno was ambient music.
Yeah, so we're kind of trailblazers.
Ambient podcast.
Mm-hmm. Penguin Cafe Orchestra.
Yeah.
They worked with Brian Eno.
Uh-huh. Many did. I don't know.
Just a little tidbit.
To be honest, I always heard the idea of ambient music and the way he described it, and I was like, that's dumb. He's like, what if I make music that's boring?
I mean, that sounds boring. If you label something boring.
It's what's the point?
Yeah. But then you put on ambient music, and it's so chill.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
90s Japanese ambient music. You know that one album, Green?
I don't know.
Oh,
Pull it up on your phone.
Can't. It's recording.
I got it. Green
by Hiroshi something.
Let's see what's going on.
Wait, is your background Neo from The Matrix?
No, but it maybe should be. Wait, what's his name?
Look up Green and then something.
Hiro.
Yeah, that one.
It looks cool.
It's really good.
Relaxing?
Yes.
Hiroshi Yoshimura. Green. Oh, I've listened to this one for sure.
Oh, I haven't listened to that one.
Yeah. I've tuned into that. So that's something I've tuned into.
Japanese ambient music?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Alright, I don't know.
Can you pass me a beer, bro?
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Oh.
Yes. Alright, moving on.
So, yeah, what do you think of this, what's up with nothing content? Because, there's so many, you'll see, a reel where, you ever see the reels where it's, I don't know, maybe they're making food, but then it's, someone describing it. It's okay, so now he's making the food, and then he's putting it in, and he's cutting it up. He's gonna cook it later. And right now, he is just waiting for the oven to heat up, and he's later... Do you know shit like that? But why is that so hypnotic? We're just doing that. Why is that so hypnotic?
I
But it is, right?
So right now he's chopping up the onions, and he's gonna put the onions in the pan, and the pan is gonna...
I'm listening, I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, alright, yeah. Thank you. It's like soothing.
Yeah. Well, it's like that one account where he's... I watched that one video you sent me where the guy's like, what if you dropped a fucking nuke into the fucking center of the fucking earth?
It's just like that.
I watched one where he was describing what periods were. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, I've learned more than like I learned in ninth grade.
So educational.
Yeah.
What if once a fucking month your uterus fucking bled and you had to fucking put in a tampon to prevent it from fucking going everywhere?
It was basically
Did it get into like science?
Yeah. It was talking about how the egg left like the... Or like, well, now I'm forgetting.
The fucking egg.
Yeah, the fucking egg travels through the fucking fallopian tube.
The fucking egg does not receive a sperm, so it fucking has to exit.
Yeah, the fucking egg has to fucking unalive itself, and then it fucking tears the uterine walls, and fucking blood goes fucking everywhere.
And then you were like, oh damn,
I was
informative.
Like, damn. I learned a lot. It's like Emo Peter.
Oh!
Exactly.
Emo Peter.
It's like Emo Peter.
Emo Peter is like the most informative one of the Peters.
Wait, dude. Oh. Honestly, like, we don't even need teachers anymore. We just need, like, AI Peter with Minecraft backgrounds explaining, like, World War II to, like, the alpha generation.
Dude,
and I bet they'll fucking learn.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, why is it like that? It's just like, you really tune in.
Yeah.
There's something, again, it's like soothing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But I think there's a lot to be learned from that format. As far as, like... all these, like, Science Bro podcasts need to, like, really study that. Mm-hmm. Be like, why does Emo Peter work? Why does the fucking something. Guy fucking explains fucking shit work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. There is a there's a possibility there.
There's a beauty to it.
Truly. Yes. But yeah, nothing content it's pretty
it's just hypnotic.
It's truly hypnotic.
Is it just like soothing?
Maybe it just taps into like the brainstem.
It definitely does.
It activates the brainstem. And you're like monkey.
Yes.
It soothes the monkey brain.
Yeah. I had a thought. I don't remember.
Did it leave?
Yep.
Oh. Guess it wasn't worthy of being said.
Probably wasn't. Doesn't make a difference.
We're just talking nothing.
Are there any more objects we could look at?
Sure.
So tell me how you got this nightstand.
Oh, I got it from an Eastern European woman down south from here when I was living with my ex, and we were trying to furnish our apartment, and it looked cool. And when we broke up, we divvied up our
items,
and I happened to get this one.
Do you know where in Eastern Europe?
I don't know. She just had like a vaguely Eastern European vibe.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
It's a chill vibe.
It is cool how here in Washington there's just like Eastern Europeans.
Mm-hmm. It's like a kind of a vibe of like a strong, kind of stoic woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A hardy woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
About their vibe?
It was very quick.
It
was at a gas station. I gave her the, like, God, I think I spent like, I don't know, like $80 on it.
Honestly, it's kind of cool though.
Yeah, I've realized I like mirrors, so I want to get more mirrors, but I haven't done that. But
Room of mirrors.
Yeah, mirrors are cool.
You got mirrors going.
I've got a couple mirrors, and then one thing that they say you're not, well, if you go on like Schizo Instagram, if you have two mirrors facing each other, that's like bad because it opens a portal.
What?
Yeah, and then if you want
to
find
open a portal,
well, dude, get a couple mirrors.
That'd be cool.
And then like if you really.
You like can't touch or something?
Yeah, if you can't touch, then it's not a portal, but if you can touch, then it's a portal.
Bruh.
So I think that might be a portal. This one's not a portal.
Porty. Great shape on that there table.
Yeah, it's very
good shaping.
Geometrical.
I love geometrical style.
What are some other objects? We can talk about this guy.
You have great objects in your room. Your room is very nice right now.
Thanks. Look at this guy.
Wait, weren't you like struggling to make this work?
Oh yeah,
you just put in wood?
Yeah, I made my own bed slats, and then like, had like, you know the shit that you like tighten your backpack with. I had like a bunch of that kind of like material. Stapled it to the wood slat so it can like roll up on itself, and then I used like kind of like posts, and then I drilled those into it. But the thing that's weird about my bed frame is it's got like this bend to it, so it's not completely like flat, which is kind of weird. But hey, it still works.
Curvature.
It's just like really creaky.
I'm glad you made it work, because you were almost like, wait, should I just get rid of it?
Yeah, because remember you helped me move the bed and then it just went right through the middle?
Yeah.
That sucked. I was so pissed. I was just like defeated. Because we had to walk it all the way.
Oh yeah.
That fucking sucked.
But you made it work.
Yes.
What else is... Dude,
other objects.
Nothing makes me pissed by like an object not working.
Yeah.
Just something like that would have been frustrating. But more so technology is more frustrating.
It is.
Like when I lose a password or something.
Yeah.
Even though my password is like literally my first name plus numbers, it's really bad. Every time I enter it, it's like, pick a different password, please. And
Dude,
I'm like, no.
I've honestly just surrendered to the generated Google password.
Oh, you like the longest fuck ones?
Yeah, and then I just save it. I'm like, I can't. I don't have any more passwords in me.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like...
Use Google Password.
I use Google Password, and, like... I'm already getting so many spam shit. Like, China has my information.
Everyone
the U.S.
does.
has my... Like, what am I actually, like, care? Like, what do I care?
Yeah. I'll get, like, spam calls, like, 3 times a day.
I'll get, like, weird spam text messages where it's like, hey, how are you?
What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't get those.
Yeah, I'll get spam calls too. But yeah, I'll get like weird spam text messages. And it'll be like, hey, it's Jess from the party. Do you remember me? And it's like, no. Who the fuck are you?
I used to think like, I had this strategy. I was like, okay, spam calls, I'm going to pick them up, but I'm going to just like insult the guy.
Yeah.
And
How'd
then
that
they'll
go?
stop. I think I just got more calls. And now I get this weird call. I like, if I pick it up, it'll be like quiet for like 3 seconds, and then it'll go like, boop, makes this weird sound, and then it's like nothing. They don't say anything.
It's weird.
It's not like a randomly generated message, it's just nothing. And then it leaves a voicemail of just nothing for like 45 seconds.
I'll sometimes get like voicemails that are just like nothing for 45 seconds.
It's like, why?
Who are these ghosts that are calling us?
I used to get spam calls of like a dude being like, hey, your insurance is wore off. Do you want to get this new insurance? And then I would, if I was bored, I'd be like, yeah. They're like, and I'd be like, can I give you my card information? They're like, yeah, and then I just like give them the wrong thing. I don't know.
That's awesome.
And then I just keep it going for as long as possible.
That's pretty cool. Oh, I'll get tech. I think there. People think that I'm like a real estate agent in California. They'll be like, "Hey, Miguel." Like
Miguel? That's
yeah,
what they're calling you?
Yeah, I guess I'm Miguel in California, and they'll be like, "Hey, curious about this property you have listed on your site, looking to see if we can check it out." Blah 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 blah. There's like never text, but it's been like 3 years.
You still get them?
Yeah, not too often.
Spam is so great.
Have you ever had spam?
No.
You haven't?
No, I don't think so. Is it good? What is it made of?
It's a mystery.
No one knows.
I don't think anybody knows.
That's also from Hawaii.
Yeah, it's probably...
Home of spam.
Well, I don't know if it's from Hawaii. I think it's probably just hard to get... It's really expensive to get food there. So, like, canned meats and canned foods are probably, like, much more accessible. So they just integrated spam into their cuisine. Kind of like how in Vietnam, the French colonized them. So they started using French bread to make banh mi.
Oh, intriguing.
So it's probably something like that.
You always see people say, like, French food is so good. But what is French food?
I've only had French fusion food. Like,
you never see, like, a French restaurant.
You know that
Maybe
one...
you have to be in France.
That one restaurant in Fairhaven? Estelle's?
No, wait. Why don't I know it? What is it?
It's like...
Where is it?
It's like French American.
Where is it in Fairhaven?
By Village Books.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like French American and cocktails.
Yes.
And the person that owns Accomplice owns that place, too.
Oh.
And when I went there, I had steak frites, which is just steak and French fries.
It
was really good.
I got steak tartare there.
You did?
Yeah.
How was it?
Steak tartare is really good.
Really?
I think so. It's kind of just like raw steak, I think.
Yeah, it's just raw beef.
It's just like kind of a goop.
Yeah, I don't know if I want... I'd have tuna tartare.
Mm-hmm.
Because sushi.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of scared of raw beef. Oh, dude, speaking of, like, crazy internet content, have you seen all the weird, like, carnivore people and they just eat, like, raw meat?
Yeah.
Have you seen the guy that eats, like, fermented meats?
I don't think so.
He just has, like, glass jars that, like, sit outside and he'll be like, this is fermented chicken liver. It's been outside for, like, 3 weeks. I'm just gonna eat it.
I kind of want to eat
And he just,
that.
like, smells it. It smells like fucking rotting meat.
Is it not dangerous?
He says it isn't. But I don't really trust anybody on the internet.
No.
Like, people seem to know everything. They're like, actually... Like, I watched this one guy who made a sandwich where he just put a bunch of raw ground beef. And he's like, if you cook beef, it actually becomes carcinogenic. So it's actually unhealthy to cook your meat. So you need to eat it raw.
Okay.
I was like, okay, bro. Sure.
Yeah, people do that and they, like, eat, like, unpasteurized milk or whatever.
I had a glass of raw milk once when I went to my sister's.
Was it good?
It just tasted like fucking milk. I was like, what's the fucking deal with it? It's like, tastes like just milk.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this is really good. But it's just fucking
It's
milk.
just normal.
Yeah, it's just milk.
I love milk. But you gotta figure, like, humans have been cooking food.
Yeah.
For the reason... They've been cooking food for a long time.
Long time.
So, like... we should
But
cook
also,
it.
they didn't have, like, non-stick pans
Yeah.
with, like, Teflon, where the microplastics are just going into your brainstem.
What do microplastics even do, though? Do they, like, harm you?
Probably.
Or are they just there?
I think they're endocrine disruptors.
Oh, damn.
But you know what else is an endocrine disruptor?
Damn.
Nicotine.
But isn't endocrine... Is it, like, that's your hormones?
I think so.
Hormonal system?
Mm-hmm.
So, microplastics make you fuck with your hormones.
Probably.
You grow boobs.
Yeah. What's fun? Yeah. My gynecomastia.
Microplastics.
Well, they told me when I got my, God, what do they call it when they...
A physical?
When they scan your boobs.
Yeah, what is that called?
It's not...
Mammogram.
When I got a mammogram a long time ago, and they told me it was weed. They're like, are you on medication? Like, what about your diet? Are you allergic to anything? Or do you, like, smoke weed? I was like, I do smoke weed. They're like, well, weed...
Disrupt your endocrine system?
It causes you to produce less testosterone. So...
That's kind of random.
Yeah, very random.
And they were just like, "This is why." Did you get it? Because you were like, "Something's going on."
Well, I had like a hard thing in my nipple.
Damn.
It's not really there anymore.
A weed stone.
Yeah, I had a weed stone in my nipple. It's not there anymore, but I still have like puffy nipples.
I didn't know weed could do that. Is that even true?
Apparently, at this doctor.
Apparently, it is.
I think it does like fuck with your testosterone.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sure.
But like, also you can get it from just puberty because all the hormones are just like
Just
out of whack.
doing stuff.
Yeah.
Nip out.
Nips out for Harambe.
Yeah, Rip Harambe.
What if the guy who got or not the guy, the kid that got Harambe killed?
Mm-hmm.
When was Harambe killed? Like 2016.
Yeah.
And the kid
I remember
was like,
that kind of pretty well.
The kid was like what, 3?
Something like that.
3 or 4. So
What's he doing now?
Let's say he's 3. Let's round down. It's 2025.
He's
So
12.
12.
Mm.
So when he'll be 32,
Mm-hmm.
able to run for president,
Mm.
it will be 20 years from now. So it'll be 2045.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that's some good math.
What if he becomes president?
I'd vote. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
He killed Harambe.
Yeah, the skeletons in his closet, like RFK's skeletons in the closet, would come out, and everybody would revolt against him because he got Harambe
That'd be
killed.
so funny. Like, he runs and, like, the dirt that, like, his opponents get, like, that dirt on him, and then they're like, okay, we gotta, like, drop this dirt strategically.
Yeah.
October surprise.
Exactly.
And then, like, that'd be some crazy dirt. He got Harambe killed.
Yeah, and then he gets assassinated.
He gets assassinated by a gorilla.
Or by PETA. But PETA,
Yeah.
but PETA is being run by Planet of the Apes type characters, like
I can see it.
Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
That was all real.
Yeah. Dude.
Or it was like a prophecy of what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an ad for PETA.
PETA.
I was thinking that too. I saw an ad for PETA saying, like, you know the Iditarod?
I don't, but I've heard that word before.
It's like where people, like, you know, like, it's a dog sled race in Alaska.
Okay.
And they, like, go across, like, all of Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason in grade school, we were taught about the Iditarod a lot in PE class.
That's cool.
Actually, I think, like, they would have us, like, people would be the dogs and we would pull stuff. Unless that didn't happen. But I feel like we did, like, a game simulating the Iditarod. But anyways, PETA was, like, saying how the Iditarod is bad.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's this video, it was like, look at how terrible
Mm-hmm.
they're treating this dog owner. And I was like, these dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, like, a video of, like, a dude just, like, moving the dogs around a bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, if you had a video of, like, this dude, like, slapping a dog, then I'd be like, okay. But he was just kind of, like,
yeah,
sort of repositioning them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, look how they're forcing the dogs And I was like, I don't know, PETA. I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
They seem fine.
PETA has had some overreach problems.
Yeah, but if you're an animal rights activist, then you are like... It's like almost as though like you're fighting against like... No, I think we talked about this on the phone one time. It was like there's a Holocaust constantly going on.
That's right.
If you like believe in this, it's like animal lives are being destroyed every day. It must be tough.
Yeah.
Like to have to like just live knowing that there's an animal holocaust and like you have to stop it. That's like what it's like being a PETA believer.
I remember when we did talk about this on the phone, I mentioned cow Auschwitz. And
it's like the processing plants.
Yeah, no, it's just like
it's
just like so many acres of just slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
And it just smells like manure. It just smells like shit. And it's like hot as fuck in the valley. Mm-hmm. So like once you leave the like LA Valley, or I don't even remember what it's called, but once you're like going up north towards like the Bay Area, and you enter like farm country, you pass cow Auschwitz. It's on the right when you're heading north on the I-5.
Do they call it that?
Colloquially.
Oh, so they do.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's probably just like, I don't know, fucking Johnson Valley Farms or some shit, but people call it cow Auschwitz. Because you just see thousands and thousands of cows in the hot desert.
Yeah. And
they're just, like, getting prepped to die.
Yeah, dude. It must be tough, like, being a PETA person. There's all these, like, genocides going on constantly.
I mean, even if you aren't PETA, and you're just, like, a regular person that eats meat, and you see that, you're also like, damn, that's actually, like, really fucked up.
Yeah, like, that footage is very jarring, and I don't want to look at it.
I don't want to look at it.
I just want to pretend. I just want to out of sight, out of mind it.
Yeah, like, I have no connection to my food. I'm just like...
Yeah, I just eat
this
it.
meat was never a living creature.
No, it just looks like a slab of protein.
It looks like nothing.
Yeah, it looks like nothing.
Which is crazy, but this is sparking... Okay, so I've been going in on hardcore music.
You have.
And the history of hardcore music. And I've been really curious about straight edge.
Yeah.
As like a cultural phenomenon. And straight edge practices vegetarian or vegan living.
Do all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And I guess, I mean, with hardcore, there's like subgenres, so there's probably a subgenre of straight edge that is not vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah.
However, the
carnivore
core straight edge is like vegetarian or vegan diet, because the people that popularized it did practice that, and they wrote about it in their lyrics, and they also practice or promote like clean living, so no drugs or alcohol, no cigarettes. Caffeine is considered a drug, but like no caffeine.
That's crazy. They're like Mormon.
No, literally, dude.
No caffeine.
It's so crazy to me, like, but it's also like, I don't know, it's really interesting because I was talking to you about this yesterday, where it's like it's like they're monks. They're like monastic. In devotion towards this higher ideal of hardcore music. Yeah. Where their religion becomes hardcore. Their devils become the institutions.
Big tobacco.
Big agriculture, government, all that shit. And they have these little tight-knit communities, and it's so localized, where like each major city, the suburbs surrounding it, all these kids that feel like forgotten migrate to these big cities like New York or like DC or Philly or LA or SF, and they just go to these like DIY spots. They go on a pilgrimage to church which is the hardcore show, and then they just fucking thrash and mosh.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, a lot of the people that were going to these hardcore shows weren't necessarily straight edge, but they still had that kind of like, still had this like religiosity to it. But anyways, straight edge. So it a lot of people, what they would do is they would tattoo an X on their hand. That's like the symbol
I'm straight edge.
to be straight edge, because it would mimic what the like security guards at bars would do. They would write an X on your hand to mark that you were under 21 and couldn't drink.
So they're permanently marked.
Yeah, they're like,
Whoa.
I'm over 21, but I don't even want to drink because I'm straight edge.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. But this one guy, so I'm reading or listening to this audiobook by this guy, Ray Cappo, and he was in this band called the Youth of Today or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just like they're kind of like missionaries
Mm-hmm.
they go on tour, which is like their mission, and then they're preaching their gospel, which is clean living, like vegetarianism, and in this hardcore veil. But I was talking about Krishna core.
Yes.
So it's basically that straight edge, but then make it Hindu.
Spiritual.
Yeah,
Meditate.
spiritual.
Yoga.
Yoga. Bhakti yoga.
Mantra.
Like he went to India. He's gone to India multiple times, this guy Ray Cappo. But he also has his I forget the actual term that they use for it, but it's like a Bhakti yoga name. Raghunath something. I don't fucking know. But anyways, I just find that interesting about hardcore. And then also there are subgenres of hardcore that veer in a different direction where they become like neo-Nazis.
Mm-hmm. Skinhead.
Yeah, Skinhead. So this other band, so this guy, Ray Cappo, was friends with this guy who was the frontman to this band, Warzone. And Warzone, their aesthetic was skinhead, but they didn't practice the ideology of like neo-Nazism. They just used it as an aesthetic, which was like supposed to be like countercultural at the time.
Did they want to like co-opt the aesthetic so as to like reinvent it and make it
apparently
Nazi?
Apparently there were hardcore bands that during like the Reagan era, they would what's the word? Like co-opt conservative language and then parody it in their lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And then people were like, well, you're just being conservative. And they're like, no, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
Which is like weird.
But then the debate comes about
where
it's like, wait, is this actually countercultural?
Yeah.
And some think it's not, but some think it is.
And speaking of Emo Peter, when Emo Chris came into the equation in one of these videos, Emo Chris was like, Dad, can I be like true hardcore if I'm conservative? And Emo Peter tells Emo Chris that actually, no, you can't. Because
it's an ethos.
The ethos of emo and hardcore is this anti-establishment where like on a cultural level, if like here on the West Coast, like if you're conservative in like a liberal area, obviously you're not going to be like really liked. But 50% of the country like voted for Trump. So like if you're there, you're going to be like in the majority.
Conservatism is the new counterculture.
Yeah, which is such a crazy thing. Like all of these like, I mean, we kind of talked about this, like comedians being like...
Being trad is the new counterculture. Can we legalize comedy? What's he saying?
Yeah.
Legalize
comedy.
Dude. Wow. Yeah, that was brave. That was like literally like a quote someone would say 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like literally comedy is dominated by whatever the fuck You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
And-
Joe Rogan's sphere.
Yeah, and also...
It's like, bro, it already is. That is what it is.
And like 10 years ago, Joe Rogan would be like, you know, like free speech is good. But then also he voted for the people that are like silencing people on Twitter for being like, you're gross and ugly to Elon.
Yeah.
And then you could make an argument that they're trying to be funny. And Elon's like, let's legalize comedy,
bro.
And then he's like, just like banning people.
Yeah, it's crazy. That turn has been crazy.
Yeah.
Like, cray.
It's high-key cray-cray.
Yeah, it is. Legalize comedy.
I feel like he would be like, I don't know, he thinks that memes are still... He's like Gen X, but wants to be millennial in order to be Zoomer, but...
Honestly,
he thinks Zoomer is millennial.
He's got it all fucked up. I don't know, how his brain works, but however it does it works in a dumb way.
Yeah, and I don't know why people like him. Do people like him still?
I don't... There's gotta be some. I feel like he's damaged his credibility, or his image, like... I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago it was... I don't know, it was like, wow, this guy's gonna save the world.
Wow, this guy's a genius. He wants to build tunnels under L.A.
Yeah, and I was like, I guess. But at least he wasn't saying, like, dumb, annoying political things, but now he is.
It's like, whoa, he made a flamethrower? Nobody's done that.
Bro, awesome!
Whoa, he promoted his flamethrower on Joe Rogan. Haha.
Yeah, it's like, and then, like, there's literally, it's called Doge. Like, that was literally 10 years ago.
Yes!
Like, why is this still... Why is it this?
Why? Oh, dude, okay. The Doge of the Doge of today is the Pepe of the past.
I guess.
Yeah, why are these, like, old-ass memes, like...
I don't know.
Like, Pepe was like, oh, how is Pepe, like, a, hate symbol?
Mm-hmm.
And now Doge, that sweet dog that died, the Shibu Inu.
So cute.
Is now, like...
A thing?
A thing that's...
I don't know, it's like Gen X people discovered memes.
Yeah.
Like 10 years after.
Bring back LOL cats.
That'd be fun.
Can I has cheeseburger?
Yes.
I miss when that was the internet.
Lighthearted vibe.
Yeah, dude, you would just like look at funny cat videos or cat pictures, and now you go on Twitter and it's explosion.
Yeah.
And then racism, and then pornography, and then explosion, and then car accident, and then racism.
Yeah.
And then a misogyny.
It's crazy.
And then it's pornography, and then it's another explosion.
Whack.
And then it's a random tweet from Elon.
I don't want to hear what that guy has to say.
Yeah, I really don't.
But it is really dumb whenever he speaks.
Yeah.
He just seems so... And he, like, blasts ketamine.
Yeah, that's right. He's like a ketamine addict.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he was probably, like, so fucking high on ketamine at the, like, CPAC or whatever the fuck that was. And he had a chainsaw on stage.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, legalize comedy.
Epic.
He's like, I am become meme. And then he pulls out a chainsaw. And then this guy is just destroying our government.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Ketamine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw a clip. Yeah, I think I saw a clip of him from the convention. He was, like, tweaking out a bit.
Yeah.
He was, like, you could just see him tweaking.
Tweaker.
But that's chill. You know, he didn't do a Nazi salute. Wasn't he just like, oh, or I don't know if he said, oh, I have autism.
Did he say that?
I don't know, but that's what, like, people were saying. They're like, oh, he just, like, is a little bit autistic, guys.
Yeah. I think that's so stupid.
It is really stupid.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Autists can be Nazis.
Yeah, for real.
And even if I don't know, I feel like he knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
For sure. Whatever, poop.
And then Steve Bannon did it too.
I saw that. So why is this a thing now?
Yeah.
Is it a thing now?
The Roman salute.
That's great. Like, why? I don't know.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Society.
La random.
Yeah, you're
La
just
epic.
being random. Society. Okay, have we done enough?
I don't know. How long have we done?
We've done a lot. We've covered so much ground.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty solid.
How long?
Hour and 20.
Alright, we did it.
Yay.
Wait, should we try to think of anything to say to end?
To sign off?
Oh, did you ever do Bloody Mary?
Yes.
Did we talk about this?
I don't know if we did, but I just remember, I didn't do it, but I remember in like 5th grade, people were like, oh my god, Bloody Mary is in the bathroom right now. Do not go in there.
Dude, it's so fun being a kid.
Yeah. I remember.
It feels so real.
It was so real, and then they had to get like one of the like security guard ladies, like who would just watch the playground, make sure no kids got hurt.
Yeah.
They had to get like one of them to like go in there and be like,
it's fine.
It's fine. No one's in there. You guys are dumb. I remember also another thing. I remember in like 1st grade, my one friend, we would be like, hey, you want to go cuss? And then we would walk around the playground and whisper cuss words into each other's ears.
Yeah, dude, I had a bad word club, of which I was a member in like 2nd grade, and we would just like get in a circle and swear.
That's so awesome.
And then I got in trouble. I felt really badass. Like, we got like a bunch of the other like members got like called in the hallway, and the teacher was like, you cannot do this. And I was like, I'm so awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it felt pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think I ever... Well, at least in elementary school, I didn't get caught up cussing. But I did in, like... Dude, oh my god. First day of, like, 9th grade, there was this one kid. So I was, like, friends with the bullies. I was, like, friends with the skater kids who were basically bullies.
Yeah.
Like, we were essentially, like, on the same level as the weird kids. However, we were, like... a little bit cooler because we skateboarded, but we sat across from them during lunch period. And during snack period, we ate at a different spot by the library. It was like first day of 9th grade. And this one kid, we were just like, he was like kind of like redneck or whatever, so we just like hated on him. His name was Jimmy. And we were all, like, yelling shit at him.
Cussing?
We were all cussing at him.
That's...
And then I was like, hey, fuck you, Jimmy!
Fuck you, bitch!
And then we all got caught. And we all got brought into the office. And nobody wanted to confess.
Yeah.
And then I eventually got so scared because I was such a, like, little pussy.
It gets intense.
Yeah, and I was like, I did it. I said it. And then I had to do like cleanup duty, so I had to go around and pick up trash.
Yeah.
But like all of us were saying obscenities at
cusses.
This poor boy.
Curses.
Yeah, we were all saying curse words at him, and I just happened to have a semblance of a conscience. And I was like, fuck.
You're at a higher vibrational level.
Yeah, dude.
It feels really intense getting in trouble when you're young. I would feel like the world was ending.
Yeah, I was like, God, I'm gonna fucking die.
It literally feels like you're gonna die.
I was like crying.
The teacher was like, this is so bad.
Yeah.
I would get in trouble like every day, though.
I didn't get in trouble that too often,
crazy.
So it felt like a really big deal.
Yeah, I think at a certain point I stopped caring.
Yeah.
They would be like... They'd be like detention. I'd be like, fuck! But then, like, I reached a level I was just like, yeah, I just don't care. I've just resigned to doing detention every day.
Yeah.
I would just be like, this is my life. I would stay like 30 minutes after school every day and clean. And I'd just be like, this is just what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And so then they would get mad because I was like immune. They'd be like, that's a detention. And I was like,
okay.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome, dude.
But actually, I didn't really start swearing maybe until I was like really like a junior in high school. I like wouldn't even swear like just like ever.
Yeah. I started swearing
except
pretty
like
early.
in second grade I swore, but then for some reason I stopped.
Yeah. I would swear I got started pretty young. And then I remember one time I went to like my grandpa's house, and I was with my cousins who were like closest to me in age. And then I said like a cuss word, and they're like, Alan, did you just swear? I was like, no, what? What are you talking about?
No.
I actually didn't. You guys are hearing things.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
just
do that.
gaslit them.
That's fucked up.
I was like, fuck no, I didn't fucking cuss. You guys
I
are
didn't
fucking sick.
swear in that fucking time. You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I basically did that.
Sailor mouth potty talk.
Yeah, I did. This is potty talk. We're talking potty.
And that's basically the whole pod.
Yeah,
Is potty talk.
that would have been a good name for a podcast. Potty talk.
Potty mouth.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be the episode title.
Yeah.
Potty mouth.
I was thinking ambient podcast for
Yeah,
the title.
that works too.
Yeah. Ambient potty talk.
Oh, let's do that.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
I'm gonna end this off. I'm sorry, Jimmy, if you're out there. Please forgive me for saying fuck you.
Shout out Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy. I hope you are okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
bye.
bye.
Love you.
Fart.